Off the coast of Indonesia in 2009, a marine biologist named Julian Finn documented something that shouldn't exist: a small octopus carrying two halves of a coconut shell across the seafloor, not dragging them, carrying them with intent, then assembling them into a shelter, climbing inside. The video went viral because it broke a rule we thought was biological law. Intelligence requires a spine. Problem-solving demands a centralized brain. But here was an animal with no skeleton at all, with 2/3 of its neurons scattered across 8 independent limbs, doing something only primates and corvids had been proven to do. The coconut octopus wasn't reacting to stimuli, it was thinking ahead. And that contradiction sits at the center of everything octopuses are. They split from our evolutionary line 500 million years ago, before fish had jaws, before anything with a backbone existed. They took a completely different path through deep time, solving the same problems with entirely different architecture. No bones, no centralized control, no multi-generational learning. Yet they escape from tanks, hunt cooperatively, recognize human faces. The question isn't whether octopuses are smart. The question is how. How does an animal with a body planned closer to a snail than a mammal produce behavior that mirrors cognition? And more importantly, what did that cost? The octopus body begins with a contradiction. 3 hearts, 9 brains, 0 bones. That skeletal absence isn't a deficiency, it's a weapon. An adult giant Pacific octopus weighs 150 pounds and can squeeze through a hole the size of a quarter. The only hard structure in its entire body is a beak buried at the center, where the 8 arms converge. Everything else bends, compresses, flows. But without a skeleton, there's nothing for muscles to pull against. The solution required rebuilding how movement works. Each arm contains a hydrostatic skeleton, fluid under pressure, encased in muscle running in 3 directions simultaneously. Longitudinal fibers contract to shorten the arm. Transverse muscles squeeze to elongate it. Helical layers twisted into spirals. An octopus arm can bend at any point without joints, extend in any direction without predetermined range, stiffen into rigidity, or collapse into liquid depending on which muscle groups fire. The precision is absurd. A single arm contains 40 million nerve fibers. Your spinal cord has 1 million, and 2/3 of an octopus's 500 million neurons don't live in its head. They live in the arms themselves, operating in semi-autonomy. If you sever an octopus arm, it doesn't go limp. It continues hunting. The disconnected limb will reach toward food, curl around it, bring it toward where the mouth used to be. The arm remembers being an octopus, even when it's just meat. That autonomy solves a computational problem. If every movement decision routed through the central brain, the delay would be lethal. Octopuses hunt in 3-dimensional space, in low visibility, against prey that moves faster than visual processing allows. By distributing intelligence into the limbs, an octopus has 9 brains making decisions in parallel. The central brain sets intent: hunt, hide, escape, and the arms execute without micromanagement. But here's the cost. The central brain doesn't know what the arms are doing. It can't track limb position without looking. The arms operate on local sensory loops, but don't report back. The central brain issues commands and hopes. This creates an animal simultaneously hyper-coordinated and fundamentally disjointed. Each arm solves problems independently, producing the fluid, impossible movement octopuses are known for. But it also means the animal can't develop motor memory the way mammals do. A human practices piano until muscle memory encodes the pattern. An octopus can't. Each hunt is improvisational. And this is just one system. Octopus skin doesn't just change color, it changes texture. The surface contains papillae, muscular structures that expand into spikes, ridges, horns, or flatten completely. Color comes from 3 layers: chromatophores on top, iridophores in the middle, leucophores below. Each chromatophore is a pigment sac surrounded by up to 20 radial muscles. Contract them, and the sac flattens, spreading color. Relax them, and it shrinks to a dot. An octopus has millions of these, each one individually controlled. The precision required to produce a single camouflage pattern involves more muscle contractions than it takes a human to execute a full gymnastics routine. And the octopus does it in under a second. But octopuses are colorblind. Their eyes contain one photoreceptor type. They can't distinguish red from blue, can't see the colors they create. So how do they match colors they can't perceive? The answer: octopus skin can see. Not with eyes, with opsins, light-sensitive proteins, embedded directly into chromatophores and the nerves controlling them. The skin detects light independently and processes local color information without the brain. When an octopus flows over coral, its skin measures reflected wavelength and adjusts pigment in real time. The brain doesn't decide the pattern, the skin does. Intelligence pushed to the periphery because centralized control would be too slow. The Caribbean reef octopus matches coral texture so precisely researchers lose visual contact from 18 inches away. The mimic octopus cycles through disguises of lionfish, sea snakes, and flatfish, depending on which predator threatens it. The giant Australian cuttlefish produces 13 distinct patterns and switches between them faster than human eyes track. The cost? Metabolic catastrophe. Camouflage isn't passive. Every color change requires muscle contraction. Every texture shift demands blood flow. Maintaining a complex pattern burns energy comparable to active swimming. An octopus hiding on a reef isn't resting, it's working. And octopuses can't afford constant work because their blood doesn't carry enough oxygen. Most animals use hemoglobin, iron-based, efficient in warm or cold water. Octopuses use hemocyanin, copper-based, blue, temperature-sensitive. In cold water, it works beautifully. In warm water, efficiency drops by half. An octopus in 77-degree water is suffocating slowly compared to the same animal at 55 degrees. This is why they need 3 hearts. 2 branchial hearts pump blood through gills. 1 systemic heart pumps to the body. Even with 3 hearts running constantly, octopus blood delivers only 40% of the oxygen per volume that human blood carries, and that ceiling drops when the octopus moves. Strenuous activity causes the systemic heart to stop, not slow down, stop completely. This is why octopuses are ambush predators. Sprint for 30 seconds, and they're oxygen deprived, exhausted, vulnerable. The camouflage system compounds this. Rapid color changes demand oxygen the blood can't deliver. An octopus hunts by sitting motionless until prey approaches within strike range. The ambush lasts seconds. Then stillness returns, because stillness is the only metabolic state the animal can sustain. Every advantage comes shackled to a cost evolution won't forgive, and the strangest cost is genetic. In 2016, researchers sequenced the octopus genome and found genetic chaos. Octopuses edit their own RNA, not DNA. That's locked. But RNA, the messenger molecule transcribing DNA instructions into proteins, gets rewritten on the fly. Humans do this occasionally, about 3% of our RNA. Octopuses do it constantly. More than 60% of their RNA is edited before producing proteins. In neural tissue, the rate climbs above 80%. An octopus nervous system doesn't build proteins according to the blueprint. It rewrites the blueprint based on immediate environmental input. If water temperature drops, neural cells edit RNA to produce different ion channel proteins. If the octopus moves deeper, retinal cells edit RNA to shift photoreceptor sensitivity toward blue wavelengths. This is biochemical improvisation. It allows octopuses to adapt to environmental change faster than evolution should permit. They don't wait for natural selection. They edit their biology in real time. But the cost is locked into the same data set. Their RNA editing system is so aggressive, it suppresses the very mutations evolution uses to innovate. The octopus traded long-term evolutionary flexibility for short-term adaptability. It can respond to change rapidly, but can't evolve rapidly. If the environment shifts beyond what RNA editing compensates for, the octopus doesn't adapt over generation. It dies. And this genetic stasis explains the most disturbing pattern in octopus biology. An octopus reaches sexual maturity, mates once, and dies. Females lay between 50,000 and 200,000 eggs, depending on species. Then they stop eating. They guard eggs for weeks or months, cleaning them, aerating them, defending them. Their bodies deteriorate, muscle atrophies, skin lesions appear, eyes cloud. By the time eggs hatch, the mother is dead or dying. She never sees her offspring. Males die shortly after mating. They mate, they wander, they die within weeks. This isn't accidental, it's programmed. The optic gland between the eyes triggers it. Surgically remove it from a female after she lays eggs, and she abandons the nest, resumes eating, lives months longer. The gland secretes hormones that shut down feeding, accelerate aging, initiate organ failure. Evolution built a death switch and hardwired it to reproduction. The reason is metabolic. Octopuses grow fast. Some species reach full size in 6 months. They live in cold, nutrient-poor water. Raising young to independence would cost more energy than mothers can acquire. So evolution designed a system where mothers die, providing brief protection, then get out of the way. Hatchlings emerge fully independent, millimeters long, immediately hunting plankton. This is why octopuses don't transfer knowledge. Every generation starts from zero. No teaching, no culture. Each octopus must rediscover how to hunt, hide, solve problems entirely alone. They're capable of complex behavior, but incapable of passing it forward. And that means every adaptation they evolve is locked into instinct, not learning. This creates an animal that looks intelligent without being able to accumulate intelligence. Tool use in octopuses isn't learned from observation. It's spontaneous problem solving using logic baked into neural architecture. If a dolphin learns to use a sponge to forage, it teaches others. The behavior spreads. If an octopus learns to unscrew a jar, that knowledge dies when it does. This is why octopus intelligence looks alien. It operates without memory, without tradition, without compounding benefits social species take for granted. They solve problems in isolation and die before solutions mean anything beyond immediate survival. Giant Pacific octopuses live 3 to 5 years. Smaller species live 6 months. That lifespan isn't random, it's consequence of metabolic constraints driving everything else. Hemocyanin-based blood, distributed nervous systems, RNA editing compensating for lack of evolutionary flexibility. The octopus is designed for rapid growth in cold water, not longevity. Dolphins teach, elephants remember. Octopuses improvise brilliantly, then vanish. And they're running out of margin. Ocean acidification doesn't kill octopuses directly. It kills them metabolically. As CO2 dissolves into seawater, it lowers pH. Lower pH reduces oxygen carrying capacity of hemocyanin. An octopus in water, 0.4 pH units, below baseline experiences a 30% drop in aerobic capacity. It can't hunt as far, flee as fast, maintain camouflage as long. This is happening now. Open ocean pH has dropped 0.1 units since the Industrial Revolution. By 2100, projections estimate another 0.3 to 0.4 unit decline globally. Warming makes it worse. Every degree Celsius reduces hemocyanin efficiency. Heat and acidification compound into a metabolic vice. Octopuses survive by moving less, eating less, reproducing less. But they can't evolve hemoglobin to replace hemocyanin. That would require redesigning cardiovascular, respiratory, and cellular systems simultaneously. Evolution doesn't do system-wide redesigns. An octopus architecture is locked into copper-based blood. The RNA editing system that allows short-term flexibility becomes irrelevant when the problem is systemic. You can't edit your way out of blood chemistry that no longer works. Global octopus fisheries harvest over 400,000 tons annually. That number has tripled in 30 years. Aquaculture companies are developing industrial octopus farms. Trawl nets kill indiscriminately. Oil spills coat their skin, disrupting vision-capable opsins. Acoustic pollution from shipping interferes with vibration, sensing they rely on in low light. None of this accounts for what octopuses evolved to survive. They evolved in an ocean without nets, without shipping noise, without temperature shifts beyond natural ranges. They evolved rapid growth when predation pressure was high, but resource competition was low. And now they're facing pressures their evolutionary history didn't prepare them for. Intelligence isn't about long-term survival. It's about short-term problem solving. Octopuses exist in ecological niches where rapid, flexible responses to immediate threats outcompete slow, consistent planning. Their distributed nervous systems process sensory information faster than centralized brains. Their RNA editing tunes physiology to current condition. Their camouflage lets them vanish before predators recognize them. All of that works if the environment stays stable, if water temperature fluctuates within narrow ranges, if food availability is high, if the animal only needs to survive 6 months to a year. But intelligence of this type has a shelf life. It doesn't accumulate. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't build toward anything. The giant Pacific octopus can solve a Rubik's Cube. Not the whole thing, but it can manipulate the puzzle, recognize patterns, rotate segments in response to color cues. Researchers aren't sure if this has any natural analog. It's probably an artifact of neural architecture, flexible enough to recognize patterns even when those skills don't map to survival. But here's what it can't do. Remember the solution. Test it twice, and it solves it differently. Not because it's experimenting, because it doesn't recall what worked. This is intelligence without memory, pattern recognition without retention, problem solving that resets. Maybe intelligence isn't one thing. Maybe it's a category humans invented to describe our specific solution to environmental pressure. And maybe octopuses evolved something that produces similar outputs through completely different mechanisms. It's parallel processing running without central integration, producing emergent behavior that mimics planning without actually planning. It's what happens when evolution distributes neurons across a body and lets local systems solve local problems, then hopes the cumulative result looks like intent. Most of the time, it does. But hoping isn't a strategy that survives contact with a changing ocean. Octopuses are approaching an environmental threshold where adaptation becomes irrelevant because foundational systems stop working. RNA editing can tweak protein function. It can't redesign blood. Distributed intelligence can solve immediate problems. It can't plan for decade-long environmental shifts. Camouflage can hide from predators. It can't hide from acidification. The octopus succeeded for 500 million years by being flexible within constraints. Now the constraints are tightening faster than flexibility compensates, and there's no backup system, no social structure to distribute survival knowledge, no parental care to buffer juveniles through instability, no multi-generational memory to encode solutions. Each octopus faces the future alone with only instinct and improvisation. For 500 million years, that was enough. In 2021, a researcher off the coast of Alaska found a giant Pacific octopus sitting motionless on the seafloor, arms curled inward, skin bleached white, not camouflaged, not hiding, just exposed. She approached expecting it to flee. It didn't. She extended a hand. The octopus reached back, not defensively, gently. One arm wrapped around her wrist, suckers tasting her skin, chromatophores flickering faintly. She stayed 20 minutes. Then the arm loosened. The octopus withdrew. 12 hours later, she returned, and it was dead. No visible injuries, no signs of starvation, just organ failure. She didn't know if it had reproduced, didn't know if it was male or female, whether death came from age or oxygen debt, or something environmental she couldn't measure. All she knew was that it reached out, that it made contact with something utterly foreign to its biology before it stopped. And there's no way to know if that behavior meant anything, if it recognized her as something alive and sought comfort, or if dying neurons misfired and the arm extended reflexively. Because octopuses don't leave answers behind. They vanish, each one a temporary solution to an ancient problem, dissolved back into water the moment it stops moving. No bones to fossilize, no descendants to remember, no evidence they existed except the brief, strange moments they interact with something that lasts longer than they do. Evolution gave octopuses distributed brains, reactive skin, and biochemical improvisation. It gave them flexibility, camouflage, and problem solving. It didn't give them time. And time is the only resource intelligence can improvise around.